How's it going, everyone? And it's your semi-adventurous introvert back at it again with the Word of God. Now this video is going to be a little bit short because I'm actually on my way to the airport right now, but I cannot not make this video for God and for you guys so you can receive His Word and His wisdom. Now this word that He gave me, He gave it to me last night, and it's about your plan Bs. Because one thing you need to know about your plan Bs is that your plan Bs is not actually from God. You see, God will never give you a plan B because He is not expecting Himself to fail. Now I say this because a lot of us are waiting for our plan Bs to be established before we can even trust God. Like you're thinking that, oh, it's going to be easy to put my trust in God if I have something to cushion the fall if I do fail. If you think about it, it would be so easy for Peter to walk on water or try to walk on water if he was wearing a life vest. And this leads me to my point where your plan B is actually taking away the number one thing that God requires from you is faith. I want you to know that the more you try to build your plan B, the more you're actually working in fear than you are in faith. Because the only reason why you're wanting to make this plan B work and be built before you can trust God is because you're afraid that's not going to work. But the most ironic thing about plan Bs is that one way you can tell that you're actually walking in God's plan is if your plan B has never worked. When you look at your life and none of your plan Bs are actually working and it keeps crumbling to pieces, that's a sign that you're walking in God's plans. And instead of wasting your time trying to rebuild them, you should use that time instead to work on God's plans. And this revelation hit me like a truck, especially at the time where I was deciding if I wanted to quit my job that was not really fulfilling me anymore, that I just can't find the way to save enough money to quit. And even so, I told myself if I would have just stayed longer, say 6 more months, I wouldn't be operating by faith. I would be operating by fear. Like I was telling God, Lord, it's easy to answer your calling if I just had a little bit more in the savings and trust you. I see it now. Like that is operating by fear and not by faith. And if I would have stayed longer and I trusted God, it would have taken the number one element to make His calling or His will to work, and that is faith. So take this short video as a sign to maybe stop watering your plan Bs and just stick to God's plans from the beginning. And like I said, it's gonna sound crazy because you're probably brought up from a family where you believed in plan Bs. But since you believe in Jesus now and you have this faith, I know that you don't recall Peter wearing a life vest when he walked on water. There wasn't any accounts of a lifeboat in Noah's Ark. And as far as we can remember, Goliath and David was a one-on-one situation. So this video is for everyone who is stressing about their plan Bs. I want you to know that God is not concerned about your plan B, C, D, all the way to Z. He's only concerned about one plan, and that is His plan. So maybe just stick to it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's kind of short, but I really got to run to the airport before I miss my flight. So, love you. God bless.